Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is important and I think timely because we're going to be talking about winter hair care today. I had hoped to get this video up like a month ago and that didn't happen, but it's my hope that you guys still have some time to use the information from this video. At least that's my hope. These are all products that I like and I use to help take care of my hair in the winter and or that I would suggest you guys check out too. I do have a lot to talk about in this video. I have a ridiculous number of products sitting here, so I will try to keep it brief and move quickly, but please bear with me. Alright, first off, I have two VO5 conditioners here. If you normally use shampoo on your hair, wintertime might be a good time to consider co-washing if your hair needs a little bit more moisture. I think when I did my VO5 review slam a couple of years ago, I felt like this was a little bit too moisturizing for me to be using on my scalp, but I have found now as long as I rinse really thoroughly and I kind of scrub while I'm rinsing my hair and I just do a really good job, I'm usually okay. There is also a passion fruit moisture milks too if you prefer that scent. It's very nice and tropical. They both smell good. I just prefer the strawberry and I think the strawberry is more common. You can get this stuff just about anywhere. I also have one of the tea therapy ones right here. I think they changed the name on it. This is now the Healthful Green Tea. It was under a different name I think when I tried it before, but it's the green tea scent, which I also like. You can also use the Suave Naturals is what they used to be called with the blue label. They are now called the Suave Essentials, by the way. I have used those too. Those are a little bit thicker and they also come in a bigger bottle. I've kind of gone back and forth between Suave and VO5 for co-washing, and right now I'm using VO5, which is just what I have here. Either one works fine. A higher end option for a not really co-wash, not really low poo. I feel like this is kind of on the borderline between the two. For a moisturizing sulfate-free cleanser would be the Jessicurl hair cleansing cream. I tried this back over the summer. I really like it. It is considerably more expensive, but it is a good product and it has avocado oil in it for moisture. For an actual shampoo or a shampoo and conditioner pair, I am a big fan of the Manuka honey line from SheaMoisture. From what I myself have experienced and from what I've also seen in other people's reviews, I think this is one of their best lines yet, or one of their most popular lines yet. Honey is great for your hair in general because it helps draw moisture in, and the hydration and the smoothness that these bring are just great. The shampoo is not quite as high in shea butter as some of their other shampoos, which is nice just with my porosity level. I'm also a fan of the conditioner. This one is pretty high in shea butter, and I've talked about this before and it could just be a quirk of my hair, but I feel like this helps boost my curl pattern in the winter. Normally my hair tends to fall flat when the humidity drops, and I think it's because of the honey. Again, that could just be a quirk of my hair, but these are both a really good moisturizing option. Alright, next, this is an old favorite. This is still a holy grail. This is the GVP Balm from Sally Beauty. This is super moisturizing and super slippy. One of the issues that I find I have in the winter is that the bottom layers of my hair, like right here by the nape of my neck, tend to tangle and sometimes even mat a little bit, usually because I'm always wearing scarves. Even if I wear my hair up, I'll still have this problem. I guess the hair there just takes a beating from the friction, so I need something that I can detangle with really easily, and this is the stuff. You guys have probably heard me talk about this before. Whenever I am reviewing a product's slip, this is usually what I use to compare with. This is my measuring stick, if you will, for a product's slip, because this is the best that I have found. This has some fatty alcohols in it as well as some plant extracts, but it does not have any oils or butters. So if you have issues with those products sitting on top of your hair, weighing your hair down, this is good to go for because it is one product where you can avoid those heavier ingredients without sacrificing moisture or slip. Speaking of really moisturizing products that do not contain any shea butter, this is also awesome. This is the Yes to Coconuts conditioner from the Yes to Carrots line. This has coconut in it as well as argan oil and kukui, but at the same time it has no shea butter, which is one of the things that I really love about it. Again, low porosity hair can get weighed down by shea butter, but it seems like so many curly hair products have shea butter in them, so this gives you another alternative that'll also give you a lot of moisture. Right, and now we are right back to the shea butter. This is the Cantu Moisturizing Curl Activator Cream. I tried this on request, I think a couple of years ago, liked it, and then I didn't go back to it probably because I was trying so many other products, but this is good stuff and I have gone back to it. I just recently bought this bottle within like the last month. This has a ton of natural oils in it and it's like $7 at Walmart. I know I am back and forth a lot in this video between here's a product with shea butter that I really like and shea butter can be too much on our hair and weigh it down, so here's something else that you can use. Just to clarify, no pun intended, maybe. I do use products with shea butter in them if I like the products, but I also like to find products without, just so I'm not constantly using shea butter on my hair. Hopefully that makes sense. When it comes to cold weather, I would ultimately rather lose curl to heavier products that will at least keep my hair moisturized, rather than go lighter on the products and risk my hair possibly drying out or becoming damaged. That's just the sacrifice that I choose to make. Also, this product is kind of on the borderline, I think, between like a curl cream and a leave-in. I use it as a leave-in and then just put gel over top of it. Next product, just really quickly, I do not have a bottle of this on hand. I thought I had an old empty bottle of it that I could show you, but apparently I don't. It's the Kinky Curly Not Today. It has the cute little pink streaks on the bottle. I have used this and the As I Am leave-in, and I like them both. But for winter, I think I would go with the Kinky Curly, just because ingredient-wise, it's a little bit lighter. So this is another product that will allow you to avoid heavier ingredients but still get the moisture that you need. Right, the next product, and this is definitely one of my biggest must-haves for winter, is almond oil. I use this as a sealant. Now, low porosity hair like mine generally does not need to be sealed with an oil, okay? Because our hair tends to hold on to moisture pretty well. That said, it's just been my observation that A, I find my hair doesn't get as dry on second and third day hair if I sealed with an oil, and B, and this is the really, really important part, this is the main reason why I seal, is that I find my hair stays in much better condition through the winter months if I seal. I used to get little white beads on the ends of my hair, which is really, really, really not good, guys. If you have white on the ends of your hair is super damaged. So after I apply my leave-in while my hair is wet, dripping wet, I add a little bit, and I mean a little bit, of oil over top, focusing on my ends before I add my gel. Almond oil is just my personal choice. I find this is what works for me. I think that just where I live, I don't think grapeseed or jojoba would be quite heavy enough. I have tried olive oil and I didn't like how that made my hair feel. Just a side note, I know you guys know I am a big fan of coconut oil, but if we are talking about sealing oils for the wintertime, I do not recommend using coconut oil because it hardens below room temperature. So if you put that on your hair, I feel like it would make your hair brittle and actually more susceptible to breakage. So stay away from coconut oil, that's my suggestion. The La Bella Lots of Curls Gel. I don't think this lasts quite as well on the hair as the LA Looks does, but I do like to break it out in the winter because I feel like it gives my curls a little boost. That could just be my hair. Plus this is also cheap, you can find it at Walmart, and it smells like Jolly Ranchers. This is a veil net. I believe the brand name is Jacko Net. This was literally $2 and some change at Sally's. I have been using this to plot my hair overnight instead of a t-shirt because the holes in the material, you can probably tell that this is it's a nylon tulle kind of material. The holes in the material will allow air to circulate to help my hair air dry overnight in its plopped position while I'm sleeping. And the more that my hair air dries overnight, the less it has to air dry in the morning while I'm getting ready before I have to go out into the freezing cold. Since I am not really a big fan of diffusing my hair, plus I usually don't have the time or don't feel like taking the time to do it in the mornings anyway, this is a huge help. It does work a little differently from the t-shirt method. Just to be clear, I do still plot my hair with a t-shirt when I first get out of the shower, so that will help absorb some of the excess water from my hair, and I will usually leave my hair in a t-shirt plop while I am finishing getting ready for bed, which could be anywhere from like a half an hour to an hour, and then I will take my t-shirt plop down and then re-plop my hair with the veil net and go to sleep like that. This is a slap, or a satin-lined cap by Grace Ellier. Her name is right there on the front label. This functions as both a bonnet alternative and a beanie that will help protect your hair because it has this wonderful satin lining on the inside. Guys, whatever you are using on your heads in the winter, you want satin lining. I can't stress that enough because regular hat material, even on non-curly hair, is quite rough because of the friction. It can mess up texture and also lead to damage. Just like we sleep on satin pillowcases, you want satin inside your hats as well. The outer material is, I think, kind of a cotton. It's not very warm, but I imagine you could probably wear a warmer hat over this maybe. I haven't actually tried that. As far as warmth goes, I also have a Cahiz beanie, which is nice warmth-wise, but this does not give me the slouchy look that I want. This will give you a slouchy look, and I imagine you could probably try layering this under a warmer beanie if you wanted to, so you had the warmth and the satin together. Now this costs a bit more than a satin bonnet that you could get at Walmart or Sally's. These, I believe, are $30, but so far it seems to be well made, and it's been doing its job well. I have the dark gray, but it comes in a ton of different colors. I will sleep in mine overnight and I will wear it out. It works well both ways, so I suggest you guys check this one out. Okay, one last thing real quick, and then I promise we'll be done. This is really important, and I totally forgot to make notes on it. Deep conditioning, guys. Deep conditioning your hair in the winter is especially important. Just of the products that I talked about today, this one will work, and also this one will work. You could use any of these, and if you need to boost the moisture a little bit, try mixing in a little bit of oil or a little bit of honey. I just last night did GVP Balm and honey, and it worked really well. And then just give your hair time to soak it up. Okay guys, that concludes this video. I apologize if this video has gotten very long, but I did have a lot to talk about. As always, thank you so much for your time, for watching this video. If you are subscribed, thanks for your support. If you liked what you saw, please consider subscribing for more of this kind of content. And make sure you check out all of my social media links, and hopefully I will see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.